Hey guys, it's Caitlin, and in today's video we are doing another goals video. So the last one, as you know, it didn't really work out last couple months, and that's okay. So to recap on my goals, I had a bunch of them. I didn't complete any for July, but I actually did complete one for August. And I finished one book. I checked this book out in August. It's Fluent in 3 Months by Benny Lewis. It says how anyone in any age can learn to speak any language in anywhere in the world. And I finished this on August 29th. I made it. So at first I was not really loving this book in particular. I don't know why. It's just like I just wasn't feeling it until probably the last, I want to say, when he started describing like the different types of languages, romance, talking about probably, yeah, after chapter 6. Let me look at chapter 5 real quick. Okay, just kidding. I like chapter 5. Yeah. Okay, so I'm guessing just after chapter 5, like this part of the book, 5 through, I think there was 12 or 10. Yeah, 10. Chapters 5 through 10 were kind of what I wanted to come through to this book for. And I liked that part of the book, but the first part of the book, it just wasn't catching me. And I just set a goal of reading 10 minutes a night, which is how I finished this book. So, I don't know. But I would recommend, if you enjoy learning languages, this is a good book to just kind of read and learn about how other people learn languages. And one thing he talked about, he was talking about kind of how putting kind of silly images or context with a word or something so you can remember it. And I've actually done that. I was like, his examples, I was like, I would never use an example. I would not do that. Like Garfield, what was it? It was like Garfield in a train station or something like that. And I was like, that doesn't make sense to me. But it doesn't have to make sense to me. But the more I was reading and thinking about it, I was like, I've done that with the Hindi letters. Because I'll make their sounds correspond with how they're written. So I kind of, or the sh sound, there's 2 letters that sound like sh, and one of them with the accent on top, it has it's open, so it has something here and has something there, and I don't know why, but I associate that accent with that opening, the accent fits into that opening, and so it's like, okay, I see what you're doing, Benny. So yeah, I did enjoy this book, and I would recommend it. My book for September is The Book of Unknown Americans, which I showed in my, I think, last video when I talked about my Spanish resources. And this is a book I picked up from the library. This is, I'm on page 57. I don't know why I checked out the large print. And it kind of was bothering my head, but this is the book I plan on reading for sure. If I get through any of my other books, I have another book that I want to do. I'm also reading this book. It's called Imperfect Courage by Jessica Honegger. Oh, this one, sorry, is by Christina Henriquez. This one, Imperfect Courage. This is actually really good. So ideally, I would actually like to read both of these, but I'm only aiming for this one. So, and then for YouTube, I want to do at least 1 video a week. 2 if I can. 3 would be amazing. but I'm gonna for sure commit to one video a week. That being said, I don't know if you guys watch the news or anything, but we are currently in a state of emergency here in Florida because Hurricane Dorian is coming for us, essentially. And right now it's projected off the coast, but even though it's off the even though the center is off the coast, all of its outer bands and stuff are over the whole state of Florida. So we're still gonna get like rain and wind, and those outer bands are prime conditions for tornadoes. So if that happens, that's supposed to happen Wednesday the 4th or something like that. It'll come up to my area. And then if, let's say, we go out of power, last hurricane that we came out of power, that we lost power in, we were out of power for over a week. So it's like that takes up like 2 whole weeks of September. So just keep in mind, if the first 2 weeks of September my goals are crap, that's why I don't have air conditioning or power or running water. So give me a little grace, you know. I'm giving myself grace on it, but just to let you guys know, there's other stuff going on out here. But regardless, so I want to do a video a week. You know, I have my blog. I actually haven't posted anything on it yet. And I really want to, but I'm struggling with like the content I want to post. I have like a lot I want to do. But I don't know. I just feel like I can't commit to anything. So that's weird. Okay, so for language learning, it's kind of one of the most important things to me right now in terms of hobbies, because it's way too hot to be doing anything with the garden. The garden is basically just in a state of survival. Like, I go out there, I kind of pick what needs to be picked, I water it if it needs to be watered, but I haven't like really done anything with it. So that I feel like maybe I'll be able to do that stuff more at the end of September, October-ish, but right now it's just too hot. So language learning is what I'm like, really into right now. And as you saw in the last video, I'm trying to learn 2 languages. I'm trying to learn Spanish and Hindi. Spanish being the primary language. So I wanna work on both of those every single day. I'm currently up to, I can tell you, I'm currently up to a 52-day streak on Duolingo for Spanish. I have been practicing Hindi since about July 30th. So a month or so with Hindi, and then almost 2 months for Spanish. Spanish is my highest goal because I have the most accessibility to speak it with native speakers, and I have more opportunities to use it. Like, I could easily go to a Spanish service that's literally a minute from my house. So, and it's just like the second language of Florida. I think I read somewhere that the 3 most spoken languages in Florida are English, Spanish, and Haitian Creole, which they're actually they just started offering that as a foreign language at UCF. So if anyone wants to learn Haitian Creole at UCF, you can now, and it'll count as your foreign language credits. Anyways, but yeah, so Spanish is my utmost important thing that I'm working on. I'm currently in review week. So after each unit of Mango, I take a week and I review. They have like review flashcards, and I'm basically going to be doing that all week, every single day, reviewing the flashcards and then taking out the ones like I've really got memorized. I did really bad on the Unit 2 test. Let me see. Yeah, I got a 53, which is strange because I actually did well on, pretty much did well on all the other, like, chapter tests, but I guess because I haven't been reviewing in between each one, the stuff that I've learned at the beginning of the unit, I haven't done well on. So I'm trying to, I'm going to retake the Unit 2 test at the end of the review week, and I'm hoping it'll be a lot higher. If it's not a lot higher, I'm going to have to take a second review week, which I don't want to do, but if I actually want to, like, learn Spanish, then I'll make sure I'm actually learning it, not just checking boxes off for completion. So, yeah, this is review week for that. And it's just flashcards. Even, like, Complete Spanish, the book Complete Spanish, I've finished the chapter that I was in yesterday, and that is going on to review week. They have an app. McGraw-Hill has an app that you can go to the book that you're using by them, and it will give you all the vocabulary it's divided by chapter, so it'll give you all the vocabulary for that chapter, and it'll be yellow if you've gotten, like, if you don't know all the words in that section yet, and it'll be blue once you get all of them right. So that's a really cool feature of that book. My only, like, if I had to make it that better, I would want them to add pronunciation where it, like, tells you the word, or, like, you know what I mean? So you can practice that, because some of those words I don't know how to say, and I have to look them up on word reference. But, okay, so the other thing that I wanted to do this review week is I was talking about that Kindle bundle that I got for A1 Reader, and I'm going to read I want to read the first short story in it. So basically, if on Mango, supposedly if you finish units 1 and 2, that's like the A1 level, and then 3 and 4 is A2, and then unit 5 is B1. So I'm gonna try to stick with, like, the short stories for that section. So I think it's Ana the Student, Ana la Estudiante, or La Estudiante, I think, is the name of that short story. Seriously, guys, I can't vouch for the actual content yet, but that Kindle bundle for 5 short stories was like $2.99, and it literally means so much to me that it has the level, like the reading level on it. I was literally online, like, looking at AR readers, trying to find books and stuff so I could look at them at the library. Like, what's a 2nd grade book that I can read? But so I'm going to read that first short story during my review week. What else am I going to do? So for Hindi, I really need to, I've almost got the alphabet completely down. I downloaded a new app. I forget the name of it, but I'll leave it in a link down below. And this is by far the best app I've ever come across for the Hindi alphabet, purely on the fact that when you're learning it, it has the letter. So let's say okay, that's a bad one because that one doesn't change. Okay, right? It has that, and then it has the letter K plus the A. So in Hindi, when you, like, add a vowel to after a consonant, it changes how it looks, which sounds confusing, but it's very methodical. It's always going to look the same. So by itself, it'll look one way, but with a consonant, it'll look the other way. And then it even has, in the middle, it has how you would, I want to say conjugate, but I feel like that's not the right word, but, like, change the consonant, like what you have to do to change the consonant so that you add the sound, the vowel after that, which that's really cool. And I found that out from a YouTuber who is also a foster parent. Awesome. And she is learning Hindi. She's much farther. I forget her name. Let me look it up real quick. Hold on. Okay, so Felicia Fulham. I'll leave her channel in the cards and down below. But she has a pretty extensive list of Hindi resources, and I found that app from her list after she recommended it to me because I commented on a video. But that is really good app. I was using a different app. So I originally learned the language with Duolingo, which I like Duolingo. I like how repetitive it is. But I like how this has more explanation. And then there was another app I was using. It was like a kids learning app. And it was good. I was like, oh my gosh, I could not possibly find anything better than this app. Amazing, you know. Then this app came in. So not only does it have like that detailed like way of looking at the letters, and then there's pronunciation, but then there's also quizzes throughout there. And if you get, it has like the history of how many times you've done that quiz, and it won't like check off that section until you get 100% on the quiz. So that's cool. I'm telling you, this app is really good if you're trying to learn the Hindi alphabet. And for me, learning the Hindi alphabet is kind of the complete basis of learning Hindi, because since Hindi is phonetic, everything you need to learn how to read, because then you can sound words out. And then if you're remembering words by sound, you can like attach, you know, audio sounds to the text. Like it's not gonna look different, like saying there in English. If you have no context to there, it's like, which there are you talking about? You know what I mean? Anyways, I'm on a rant now. But yeah, I want to really concentrate, make my Hindi alphabet. I want to know that crap backwards and forwards, because I'm getting to a part in basic Hindi that is challenging for me, and I feel like it's challenging because I don't have a good enough basis in my alphabet and its sounds. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm trying to think. Is that all I have? I think those are all my goals. Sorry this is like the most longest like ranty video ever. I just feel like I haven't talked to you guys in a while. So yeah, there's that. I hope you guys have a great rest of your week. If you are in the Florida area or the Georgia area or the Carolinas area, basically the East Coast, I hope you guys stay safe during the hurricane. Way to go, Puerto Rico. You made it with like no damage, and I'm very happy for you. Bahamas, I'm praying for you, because it's not looking good for the Bahamas. But yeah, you guys stay safe out there, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.